I hope I'm not out of order saying this. You're pretty easy on the eyes for a military.
Oh, great.
Oh my
Not
God.
even King already sexually harassing employees.
I had you moved out.
Wait, what? Kim, where's all my stuff?
We moved you into a very nice junior suite on the 7th floor.
Juniors.
Oh, he's gonna be in Weenie Hut Jr.
Weenie Hut Juniors. Weenie Hut Juniors.
I only cried for 20 minutes.
Listen, kid, I think you'd be more comfortable over at that place.
Weenie Hut Juniors.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Sean, and I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to bend that goddamn like button. Maybe give us a little bit of a sub. We really appreciate everybody that's come on, and it's one small way that you guys can help out the channel. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top, and I'm over here at Casa de Tank Top, hanging out with my very good friends Dustin and Morgan Trace over there at the Dojo. Trace, how you doing over there, Traces? Fucking dancing, drinking your fucking iced coffee and all that shit.
Getting ready to get sad.
Yeah, let's get
We're
sad.
getting sad, huh? We're like, well, I mean, you know, it's a little. We're talking about the Legend of Korra. We're on season 4, episode 3 right now. And Korra's been having a fucking little sad old time.
She's having a sad.
One lady
She's having a
fight
sad,
club.
which,
I
I
don't
mean-
know what she's doing.
I think we can all
We all
relate to
been
that
there.
a little bit. Yeah,
We all
yeah.
been
We've all been
Yeah.
been there. Not quite maybe to the levels that she has, being poisoned and almost paralyzed and fucking, losing contact with the person that she is, or
It's
like
live.
That sounds a lot like my last 2 years, though.
Oh my
Poison,
Maybe a
losing
little bit.
contact with who I am. That sounds a lot like the
maybe
last
there's a
2
little
years.
bit of that. The big thing is the fucking Toph.
Yeah.
It's back.
Little fucking old fucking earthbending hag over there is back and is in the swamp.
Full goblin mode.
Mm-hmm.
Full fucking goblin mode.
She's gone
Like-
feral. I love it.
No, I know, right? Yeah. The wait, who?
she just went feral.
She went
Feral.
not
So
Will Ferrell.
I thought you were talking about Will Ferrell or Colin Farrell or whatever. It was like, I was like, what, did he play the goblin in some point or whatever? That'd be hilarious.
He could play a goblin.
And I'll meet you again, Spider-Man. I'll see you again.
He was goblin something in that one tape.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That was such a nice little
Gorgeous.
sex tape, though.
Fuck.
It was
That's
very
gorgeous.
romantic. He played a goblin in that.
Yeah, he was gobbling something for
Yeah.
sure. Like in that one. For sure. So Toph is back. The most interesting thing that we kind of talked about last time in the wrap-up discussion of last episode was is she really going to be spitting some? I'm sure she's going to be spitting some knowledge, but is it going to be like a cautionary tale? Is Korra going to help her? Like, is she going to kind of come back into the fold, type of a thing? I mean, there's a lot of different ways that they could kind of take this whole thing, given how dark of a turn they kind of have taken her in this story. You know?
Yeah, and as we saw with this show, it's kind of treating our legacy characters as very side piece characters, except for old Katara, who's been pretty front and center this season. But Zuko showed up for like 5 minutes, rode a dragon, pieced the fuck out. And then we found out about Congressman Sokka or whatever the fuck his position is. What is he? Like,
Right.
He's like a
councilman Sokka. Yeah.
And then Aang's obviously dead. So most of the crew is gone, and this is the first we've seen Toph. This whole time we've heard about her and how bad of a mom she was, but that's about it.
Sure. Yeah, fucking baby in every port, just fucking
Dropping him off, going to the swamp.
yeah, right on. So I mean,
Tough
so
cops
I think that there's
on the
going to be
beat.
some interesting things in that regard. And then just kind of seeing like if we pick up with like where Kuvira is and like all that stuff. I think that we've kind of we really needed to catch up on exactly where the fuck, like, what kind of Korra's been going through in the 3 years or whatever it is since season 3.
Yeah.
And so I think that we'll probably be picking up a couple of the other strands of stuff and then kind of doing some intercutting with that, with like the Toph, like Yoda Dagobah shit that they're doing over there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I'm pretty fucking stoked
friends
to check it out.
need
You guys
me.
want to? Yeah, right. Exactly. She just starts eating his food and fighting with the little droid or whatever the fuck it is and shit. Like the I mean, but I could speculate a little bit more, but I kind of just want to get into it and see what the fuck this thing's going to do. You guys want to get into it?
Yes, please.
See what it do.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us as we go through The Legend of Korra. We are on season 4. We are watching episode 3. If you guys want to get early access to the next to the next 2 episodes, you guys can do that by heading on over to our Patreon. Patreon is linked in the top pinned comment down below or in the description. You click either one of those links and that gets you early access to the next 2 episodes of The Legend of Korra.
There we go.
Fart vendor is back.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Fuck yes.
Sick.
Ew, did he just burn them alive?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, they're fine. I was like,
No, they're like fucking G.I.
You
Joe
gotta do a
characters.
super cut of every time that something kind of crazy happens to Morgan. It goes like, did he just rip his head off, like, or whatever it is? So you get to watch episodes 4 and 5 right now, right this very minute, if you become a part of our Patreon. It's only $5 each patron, but if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and a subscribe. It always helps, never hurts.
Where she met Toph Bayfall. Will this earthbending master be the key to Korra regaining?
She looks so wild.
she's gone.
Yeah.
She's gone to the earth.
I do wonder if
Ooh, the animation looks great.
if it's the same voice actor as Hama.
These boulders come rolling through, and guess what pops out of them? Earthbender dames.
Earthbender dames.
Ooh, some
this weird
broads.
little fucker. Broads is a better term than dames. I will
These
say.
broads pop out of the fucking wall.
These e-broads.
This guy's got big Varrick energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a young
No,
Varrick.
sir,
Yeah.
Rocco, when we get
Big
to
time.
Bossing Say, it'll just be two
Peach
goofy
fuzz
fellas
Varrick.
living the life.
Yay. Getting excited for your big day?
Does a platypus bear pooping? Hey! There won't be enough room for
Trust me, we'll be sending a delegation of experienced advisors to handle data.
They're like, that's what they said about Trump. They're like, don't worry,
Yeah.
he's an idiot, but we'll have a bunch of smart people, and then a bunch of idiots showed up.
Yeah. You guys are worried about nothing. Ain't nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, what could happen?
I'm concerned about reports I've heard regarding Kuvira's growing military. They say she's throwing some of her dissenters into prison camps.
Well, she'll be stepping down tomorrow. We can worry
Yikes.
about correct.
And you're not worried about her handing power over to Prince Wu?
When Kuvira started cleaning up the Earth
Ooh, a
Kingdom,
peaceful
she knew it was
transmission of
Yeah, right.
power. You know what I mean?
Are they gonna January 6th this shit? When they
Yeah,
try
right.
to-
Still, I'd feel a lot better if Korra were
Take the
here.
platypus pair of poop and you smear all that shit on the walls. What in the world is this guy doing?
He's having air sex.
I'm getting my butt kicked by losers all over the Earth Kingdom. The world needs me.
Get over yourself. I worked my butt off busting criminals. It's that the names change, but the street stays the same.
Oh my god, she's a total cop.
I thought Beifong was grumpy.
I'm the original Bayfong.
You are a bad bitch.
Well, I was planning on soaking my feet in mud for a few weeks. But I can't stand you being so pathetic and getting your butt.
Thank you.
You want to hug something? Go hug a tree. We're here to
Go hug a
work.
tree.
She did to her daughters probably too.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Why they're
That's why she's a tree hugger.
Uh-oh.
Oh, ex-girlfriend.
Well done. She seems very threatening.
I'm afraid there's been a mistake, Your Eminence. We have you and your brother booked in the same room.
Ew. Ew.
Oh my God.
Desna sleeps in the tub.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. They fuck.
I mean, I was like they're kind of just subtly, like, putting it into our brains that they fucking cover each other in their own stuff.
That was a close one.
But what have you been up to? Fighting crime, busting triads, chasing the ladies, Mako style? Well,
Yikes.
I've been working for Wu. So, have you seen Korra yet? No. She was supposed to come in with Tonrock, but he says she left the South Pole months ago. No one knows where she is. Mother?
Hello.
Nope.
Oh shit, we got her back. Nice.
Just Batar now.
Batar Jr.
So, now that you've seen all the good, you're going to have to get over your grudge with her. I'm sure you've heard that we're engaged. She's going to be
Oh,
an
geez.
official member.
Oh.
I hope I'm not out of order saying this. You're pretty easy on the eyes for a military.
Oh, great.
Oh my
Not
God.
even King already sexually
right.
harassing employees.
I had you moved out.
Wait, what? Kim, where's all my stuff?
We moved you into a very nice junior suite on the 7th floor.
Junior.
Oh, he's going to be in Weenie Hut Jr.
Weenie Hut Juniors. Weenie Hut Juniors.
I only cried for 20 minutes.
Listen, kid, I think you'd be more comfortable over at that place.
Weenie Hut Juniors.
Okay, so she's going to do a January 6th for sure.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna usurp some shit for sure.
There's no crown? How can you have a coronation without a crown?
Are they gonna do? Oh, are they gonna do some shit like, hey, he wasn't crowned in it, so he's technically not the fucking ruler, etc., so forth, or whatever.
Well, look, you don't touch me.
It's a special day and it's ruined.
He's like all of my wedding clients right now.
Bunch of babies.
Look at her.
Still got it.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh my god, a frog squirrel.
I love him.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Toph is always just all vibes.
Yeah.
Well, it's how she relates to the world. She literally has to feel everything around her, you know.
All the avatars I've worked with, you're by far the worst.
You worked with one other one.
I'm more connected to the world than you've ever been. I can see Sue and Lynn. I see everything.
Interesting.
She's
That's
like
kinda what
three-eyed
that-
raven.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of what the it's like a larger extension of what some of those swamp bender guys were talking about.
Yeah.
I would like to present you with the Kyoshi Medal of Freedom.
Nice.
Our nation's highest honor.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to say a few.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Here we go. You know some shit's gonna
It's
happen.
gonna go full Hitler.
I learned that the idea of a royal family passing a title from one generation to the next, and that technology and innovation should
She's like, whoa, don't bring me into this.
kings and queens that caused the Earth Kingdom to descend into such incredible disarray.
She's like, whoa, right here.
I mean, it's gonna be typical of a lot of these bad guys, where it's like I can kind of see where you're coming from, but
yeah,
you're just going by the road on Fascist Avenue, and that can't.
This man has no authority.
Wait, what?
It's like nobody elected him, but also no one elected you.
Right, exactly.
New Earth Empire, and I will continue to lead it into the future myself.
She's electing herself.
She's like literally she's like seceding, kind of in a certain sense, you know. The Great Uniter. Oh lordy.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've been talking about like there's definitely
crosses our borders or stands in our way.
Ah,
will
jeez.
be crushed.
What? Hey! Well, I mean, she shouldn't have a Medal of Freedom when she has prison camps.
right. Definitely Great Uniter, like some of the way that the language is very Reagan-esque. We kind of talked about that a little bit. Like you create the problem and then you give the solution.
I'm just not sure about this whole empire thing.
It's like you sent out some pretty problematic, weird tweets. And it's like, no, I was just kidding. You
Well,
know what I mean?
don't read them.
Right. Do you think they had a relationship at one point in time?
As their representatives.
Getting a little bit of a vibe.
But that would be weird if she fucked her and then fucked her son. Now that I think about it.
No, you cross her. That's how badass she is. You cross her, I'll fuck your son.
You have to step down.
I stepped up.
Stepped her pussy up.
She is girl bossing the fuck out of this whole empire thing. Here we
Like,
go.
Literally girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight.
I know what happens to cities who don't want to hand over control to you.
Then you know what's coming for Zaofu.
Ooh,
Damn.
Move forward, take decisive action. Let's go shopping.
Hell yeah.
We've done a lot of good, and Varrick is working on some new innovations. We're making history.
Varrick should be in jail.
It's just because she's so passionate and believes in what she's doing. It seems like she's just a dictator who's taking the Earth Kingdom.
Just like Korra.
Just like Korra.
Okay, so you think your new best friend in there would be a better leader than Kuvira?
A dictator?
No, but what? Come on,
Fucking haterade over there on the Drace end.
I'm sorry. I don't want to work for your glorious emperor and her military
Jesus,
dictatorship.
come on.
Well, dictatorship and monarchy suck, so.
Yeah.
We bring freedom wherever we go.
Oh,
Enjoy licking
God.
the king's boots in your Junior Sweet.
Ooh, we call him a bootlicker.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's like, but it is funny, like just literally just co-opting the other thing of what they're actually doing. It's so fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
they're both bootlickers.
I'll buy you a smoothie. Yeah. Okay.
Want a shopping montage? We deserve one.
You were tossing me around like a rag doll all day long.
I know, and I'm an old lady. I would have destroyed you.
This voice actress is having a great time doing this character.
Yeah.
Probably carrying around that metal doesn't help.
What metal?
The little bits of metal poison stuck in your body. Are you trying to tell
Oh,
me
it's
you
still in there.
Oh.
You really are the worst avatar ever.
I thought Sue got it all out.
You're gonna have to poop it out.
I gotta get it out. You can get it out for me, right?
Who do you think you're talking to?
Sell that junk in here. This is the Little Ba Sing Se Fashion Mall, and I'm the little king here. Respect the brooch.
Oh man.
They don't like the monarchy. Throwing his orange Julius at people.
In juice.
Oh no, they got those high and tight haircuts.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
Yeah,
Never a good
that's what I'm
idea.
saying. Yeah, they got that fucking Arcade Fire Hitler Youth haircut. Like,
Yeah.
The Royal Palace.
Oh, jeez.
You don't get to live there.
Whoa,
Bear. Bosco 3 or 2 or how long do bears live?
You'll have another birthday next year, but I'll never have this day back again.
Okay, you're losing.
Oh, it's a sizzler now.
But at least she spent the last few years working hard to make the Earth Kingdom somewhat better.
Oh.
It's like we have a sizzler now.
No one ever talked to me like that before. I guess I'm just a joke who got what he deserved.
Oh wait, did they stuff that bear? Oh my god.
no.
Oh no, it's a dead bear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bosco's. I think Bosco's dead.
I know he's dead. I just thought they had a different bear.
Crackety crunchity gal over here.
Yeah, we're all getting there.
Yep. Right with you.
Clearly, you want to keep the metal in there.
Why would I want poison inside me?
Maybe so you have an excuse not to go back to being the Avatar.
Oh.
Wait! What am I supposed to do now?
How should I know? Ask the spirit that brought you here.
Hey, where's the old guy?
Conflict is coming to the Earth Kingdom, and
Oh,
you
geez.
need to find the Avatar. Can I count on you three to bring Korra home?
Oh, look at the kids.
Oh, it's Spy Kids.
I don't know about these.
Rude. Uh-oh.
What is this?
Not gonna be good, whatever he's doing.
This is going to change everything.
What are they doing? They're gonna take this. What they called it? What
Harnessing the spirit trees. Yeah.
They're weaponizing Spirit Vine, and I don't know how or why, but it's not gonna be a good idea.
Nothing Varrick does is good.
He should be in jail.
Yep.
In-
Straight up
what's
criminal.
It is so funny, like how, like again, like when we watched it, and we do imbue a lot of current events on shit, like when we watch stuff and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, like it, you know, like how I'm sure, like when he was out at the time, he was just like this kooky, crazy character and stuff like that, or whatever it is. But like, you know, it's like watching it 2022 on, it's like, no, he's like a piece of shit, fucking billionaire, like asshole. You know what I mean? Like, and like
he's Elon Musk.
Who tried to
mean,
foment
he's smart.
another coup.
Yeah.
Because there's coups all over the place.
He's just always, whenever there's some shit going down.
Kuvira
did a coup.
There we go.
But like anytime some shit's kicking off, he's always in the middle of the mix.
On the wrong side.
And he always spends some money and gets out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, he at
That's
least
Asami has his war business though. She's making those mechs again, right?
no, she's working for the government. She's a government contract, I
So
think.
she's like Boeing.
Yeah, I don't know if she's doing weapons. I think she was doing infrastructure.
Yeah, that's what I
the
thought
letter,
it was, or like,
and I
mean,
was
like,
like,
and there
cool,
would be-
you got out of the war profiteering game.
There would
You're
be,
in the-
yeah, like, and there would be a lot of stuff in Republic City specifically. They're probably just with like all the vines and like all of the ways that the city is now and stuff like that. You'd have to restructure a lot of stuff and everything like that. So that could be, you know,
Nothing
rather have her
wrong with
doing that.
infrastructure.
I like Asami a lot. I don't. Yeah, I like not
Asami's
having her be
building
a-
back better. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ. The
bunch of vines.
The,
that sounds like a Green New Deal to me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Well, no,
Asami's
they got
figuring
a
out.
Green New Deal is going on in the city, man. Like the that's interesting. Trying to, because it looked like a something out of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like that, or Swamp, or I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean that would be interesting. That's an interesting idea to try to possibly harness spirit
world
energy.
Yeah,
It's not going to be to like end hunger or like make medicine.
No, it's going to be to power a war machine.
It's to like fuck shit up.
Yeah,
real fuck shit.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
and like. Yeah, I think. I mean, I thought. I mean, like, I loved all the Toph stuff. All the other stuff is kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some of it. I mean, like I we can get rid of this. You know, the guy who would have been king or whatever.
Who cares? It's like, yeah, monarchies suck, dictatorships suck. We know this. Bolin and Mako are both kind of on team Dum Dum, so it's like.
Yeah.
You're both wrong. You need to both come together and figure out how to do a voting.
Bring back Bosco.
Crown Bosco the bear. The dead corpse of the bear.
the fucking
best leader we ever had.
He's gonna he's gonna have a suggestion box and you leave your suggestions.
You literally stuff it up his ass.
Yeah, and
gotta go to Bosco Sing Se.
You can turn Bosco.
What is happening outside our window? Just some
babies are going baby.
Jeez, it's hot out. People are going.
crazy.
Rah, 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 rah. We don't want that king of the Earth Kingdom.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that I dug all this stuff. I mean, that was obviously. I didn't think it was going to go like well straight away. I'm assuming that she's going to hook back up with Toph at some point. Like, I don't think that Toph is like out of the story or whatever it is.
No.
But is that whole? But that is that whole. Like I liked the end part where it's just like they're kind of like they're really, really, truly putting all of this stuff back on Korra, and I mean, and honestly, I mean, like most of the time, like if especially if you're, we kind of talked about this a little bit last episode, like if you are like truly trying to fix something about yourself, it's got to kind of be your idea. Like it can't be.
Yeah, somebody can't do it
people
for
can't
you.
like you can't be forced to do it. People can't like. I don't know, because like it's you got to own it like 100% and stuff like that, and you hear her just going like, "Oh, you can metal bend really good, like great, take it out," or whatever the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
But now we know that it's there.
It's a lot like sobriety, where it's like, can't you do it for me? It's like
Well, like I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for my wife, and it's like that's never gonna work. You have to actually be like,
right.
I'm sick of this shit.
My wife.
Well, I mean, you could be like, it will help me do better by all of those people and stuff like that. But it's like I got to be done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so yeah, definitely. The I mean, it was a good episode. It was definitely like I think it's like one of those things like where we're on the precipice of like a new kind of exciting thing, and we were just kind of in like I was like I don't really give a fuck about like this would-be king guy, you know what I mean, like or whatever.
Yeah, because they've telegraphed that Kuvira was gonna do this, so you're like, this is what was gonna happen always.
Sure.
And so when we were hanging out with this king, I'm like, okay, how soon until this guy? And I don't really care about him coming to terms with like being a better leader or whatever. Like,
it is. I mean, this is still a kid show. And
I
so like
know.
they needed,
and they were having some, and it was cute hijinks and stuff like that and everything with those fucking full fast fellas
haircuts
over there. Yeah, dude, like absolutely. Like
I like the
Arcade Fire
Sizzler
over
though.
Yeah, like that they turned the palace into a sizzler.
Love a good buffet.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, do you think that she's gonna get Toph to go back? I think Toph is going up against Kuvira. I think that
really.
I don't know. Toph seems so content.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
she likes her swamp a lot.
I mean, I don't think that we that'd be like having a show called Boba Fett and having the Mandalorian show up
and eats his whole lunch.
Or maybe that was the wrong way to put it. Or I think that I could see her. Well, I mean, it's one of those things where she's like, I can see. I mean, like, because her whole thing is it's like where she's like, I can still see everybody. I'm more connected, blah blah blah, or whatever it is. But like her kids don't know it, and like and they're obviously very fucked up from that, and like, you know, both of them in both of their own ways and stuff, you know, and like and even though maybe, you know, like I think that. I don't know. I wonder how critical this show's actually going to be about her.
I could see the Spy Kids showing up and being like, one of them, maybe Milo. We'll get through to her. I feel like the only people that can really talk to Toph would be like
Aang's kids.
Aang's kids, not Aang's kids. Those are
Aang's grandchildren.
Kids.
Yeah.
But like a little scamp, because she kind of
a little scamp, like a little Milo could probably give her the business and like say some shit, and it's like, yeah, your daughters don't know that, but bye, and then blows a snot rocket, and then farts, and then runs away. And Toph would like respect that, and she might listen to a little gross goblin,
right. or maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said like 1 and 1, but like I think I feel like this being the final season, I could absolutely see like all, in some capacity, all of the old school characters kind of having like being integrated into the finale of this thing, like whether in some case, or being a part of, maybe not even necessarily part of the fight necessarily, but having like some utility like towards the end of it. So like at the end, like we're all kind of standing together and shit. I mean, it was wild to see Zuko back. I mean, like they did. I do feel like we're going to get some stuff with him. We might dip back into his stuff a little bit, because there was a moment in season 3 where she basically said like, I spoke to fucking Uncle Iroh.
Mm-hmm.
And he went,
and he was like, oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, he was like,
peace out, I got to go ride a dragon.
No, I remember him going. Like, he was like, what? Like, and then they kind of had to sort of leave it. And now I assume that's something that, unless they dropped it, but I don't see them kind of making that type of a moment. I mean, it's very possible that he could get integrated back into the story in a real way. But I don't know. I mean, like, it'll be interesting to kind of see.
I feel like suddenly you're me, in that, like, I always want for these big grand, like, I love this show and I love this world, and I want a de-aged Sokka to show up and, you know, bring baby Korra back into the fold. I mean, I want those like fun moments. I love us getting Toph and having her, you know, beating up Korra and like cracking wise about how bad of an avatar he is. Like, that was really, it felt good, but also like this Korra itself has been so disjointed that I'm really rooting for it, and I really want it to be good on its own terms. Sure. And I think season 3 was really good. And
oh yeah,
you know, season 2 was really bad, and so like season 3 redeemed it. And I want this emotional core to be, you know, really Korra's story. Mm-hmm. And you know, so far we really are just getting little glimpses of it, but we're still pretty early in it.
Yeah.
Sure. Right.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Well, no, I mean, like, and I mean, like, I think that it's been very pretty focused. Like, I mean, everything about what she's doing is about her growth as a character. I just think that it kind of, I guess it's like one of those things where we're starting to feel a little like we're probably meant to be like, they're trying to induce this frustration that she feels like, but also within us as a viewer. Where we're just like, when is it gonna happen? Like, when are we gonna, like, we're yearning for that light switch to turn on for her in a certain way, and for her to really kind of have that kind of epiphany or whatever it is. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, I guess I'm just thinking, I'm kind of thinking in the very broad boilerplate, like you know, like kind of like the last hurrah and shit like that. I mean, like, that's another thing about this that I kind of learned very recently, is that like halfway through the season, Nickelodeon basically told everybody, you guys can go fuck yourself, and you just find it on our website. They didn't even air this.
What?
That's rude.
They didn't even air this on television.
It's really rude.
Wow.
And this is now like Nickelodeon's biggest like line in, like one of the biggest like tenants that they're kind of throwing their money behind in the streaming thing, like with Paramount Plus.
Is
like,
it because
the only other thing that's bigger is SpongeBob. That's
Is it because Korra smooches Asami and they're homophobic?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they will, or they?
I think they're gonna smooch.
Okay, I'm down.
I think Nickelodeon was clutching its pearls, and it's like, we can't have any bisexual representation not on our watch. Put that on the internet.
Nope.
The rest of the smut.
There you go.
You're never making any money in China.
We're sending it to RedTube. That's what we're doing with this season of Korra.
RedTube. What are you doing?
I don't know. It's one of the ones from I Think You Should Leave.
Oh
my god. The I mean, yeah. I mean, well,
you know what I do
mean,
think about this season so far, though, is it suffering from a Battlestar Galactica problem where, like, I loved Battlestar Galactica, but man, this season's kind of bleak, and we really haven't gotten a win for any of our main characters yet. Like, all of them are just kind of like bummed.
Yeah,
they're either bummed or they're kind of lost in the sauce of something that we can easily identifiably see as being like a bad time, as being something that we don't want them to go through. We don't want Bolin to be standing this fascist dictator. We don't want Mako. We don't want somebody as sharp and as sharp as Mako can be to be slumming it with some fucking idiot.
Yeah,
changing his diaper.
Basically, yeah. Like
buying
smoothies and
hanging out at Weenie Hut Juniors.
Yeah, Weenie Hut Juniors is awesome. Nothing wrong with Weenie Hut Juniors.
I love Weenie Hut Juniors.
Weenie Hut, I mean, they both seem like fun in their own way, but Weenie Hut Juniors seems like a fucking vibe for sure. You know what I mean? Like the Weenie Hut Juniors.
But yeah, I think all of our characters, like they just survived.
They're lost in the sauce right now.
They survived. Like and Korra had to do some very dark shit to kind of pull the world together, and now we're seeing the aftermath of the collision of the spirit world, and she gave up so much, and the world's kind of moving forward, but like she just doesn't have a place in it. And then same thing with like our heroes don't have a real place in it, with the exception of, I mean, obviously I think Tenzin and the Airbenders are doing okay.
They're doing the thing,
and they're really thriving. Right. But like, I don't know, the Earth Kingdom's fucked. We don't really know what's going on in the Fire Kingdom.
I wonder what Fire Kingdom's like. They're like, man, we used to run shit.
Yeah.
There's like a couple. Oh Jesus! I mean, there's probably a couple of people that were fucking into it and stuff like that. You know,
that entire like older generation, Zuko's generation, were literally indoctrinated. We've hung out in Fire Nation schools. We know that their whole thing is like, we gotta run shit to make everything not chaotic, and like so like to the Fire Nation, I feel like maybe the Avatar was like not a bad thing, but like some of them probably be like, oh man, I remember the good old days.
Oh,
sure. They want to make the Fire Nation great again.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if you grew up in the Fire Nation and it's like fine for you, even though they're doing heinous shit all over.
Fine for you, not for others.
But like, you're like, oh man.
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, like, it seems like the motherfuckers that we keep hearing about, though, is the fucking Earth Kingdom. Seems like the Fire Nation.
Oh, no.
Fine. Fire Nation's kind of like, maybe Fire Nation strikes me as more like the East Coast.
Yeah.
Like in some of those, like, like kind of like New York, fucking Boston, like whatever. Like, we got our problems and shit like that or whatever it is, but like we're prosperous. We got a lot of good infrastructure that we built up over the course of fucking 100 fucking years of ruling.
Actually, maybe they're like a Germany, because Germany, after they did all the heinous shit, it's like now they're just a lovely like.
They're like literally. I mean, like at least during the presidency from fucking shit sack. I mean, they were like we're literally like the
voice of reason.
Yeah, they're just trying to be like
the voice of Western democracy. Like
maybe
the
Fire Nation is like modern Germany.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I mean, it's interesting. I mean, like and that's also just like the prospect of other shows and other stories and stuff like that. Like if you go back. 200 years, maybe it's the fucking. Could you imagine like an Air Nation that was like the bad guy? that had like a bad run for a minute. You go back far enough or something like that.
Do you think?
It could happen to anybody. It could happen to any country.
The air nomads
Yeah,
fucking shit up.
I blame Avatar Stinky.
Avatar Stinky probably did some dark shit.
Yeah, he was a firebender though. He was like that's kind of he was. I mean, or at least that was the first one that was given to him. You know what I mean? Like
Who was the first air Avatar?
I don't know.
Well, Roku was fire. Kyoshi was earth. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know that the one after Korra, right? The one that's after Korra is going to be an earthbender.
That'll be the '90s World Wide Web bending Earth.
Yeah, fucking sick. I mean, which if they do that, I think they'll go back. I mean, but you could. I mean, like you could do like Blade Runner, like like Avatar shit, like you know what I mean, like which is
at least,
wild to think about.
Like if they're gonna go with technology and shit. They could have earthbenders be easy to mine, so we don't have to like have horrific mining practices.
What you doing? Just Bitcoining.
We're just grabbing all the shit out of the earth that we need to make, I don't know, batteries and shit.
Varrick is the motherfucker who would get down with some NFTs for sure. Because that's the other thing is that like, because now he's been busted like. Now it seems like what he's under the employ of Kuvira. Like it doesn't seem like he's really that rich anymore. He's had a lot of his things seized and taken away. Because remember what he was saying, where he was like, make sure you take all the soaps and stuff like that inside of the fucking hotel and shit like that. Like I think that he's on. See,
I just thought that was a rich person thing.
I just thought that was just a joke, but maybe John was like,
I don't know.
He's hoarding something somewhere.
No. I don't doubt that. But I mean, maybe I might be like on a different. That might be an off read or whatever it is. But that would be it would be like one of those things like it's it's kind of like what we did with like like Nazi scientists and stuff like that, where we're just like where we're just like like you can fucking live kind of comfortably on like a small per diem that we'll give you if you'll fucking do work for our shit. I don't know. It's interesting.
Go do science. And he's like, all right, cool, I'm in.
It seems like that's what he's primarily there to do.
That's what he's got over, like, the Bezos and Musks of the world. Like, he actually can, like, make a machine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what
I'll give him
none of those
that.
guys.
I'll give him that he's actually doing the science instead of just, like, buying shit and being like, I did that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I don't know. That is a very... I'm very interested to see where the fuck they take that whole like whatever the fuck they're doing with that spirit brute shit or whatever the fuck they're trying to do. It's gonna be gnarly, but I don't know. I'm interested in it. So I don't know. A lot of cool stuff in here. Definitely excited to check out the next one. You guys want to get going with that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we go through Korra Season 4. We're on Episode 3 right now. We just got done watching Episode 3. If you guys want to watch, if you don't want to wait a week, and you guys want to go ahead by 2 episodes, you can actually do that right now by heading on over to our Patreon, becoming a part of our Patreon for $5 a month. And what that does is that unlocks completely full and uncut access to the next 2 episodes of The Legend of Korra. You get to pop those on. You get basically like once a week. We drop a link that's ahead by 2 episodes. You guys get to click on that thing. It's a password protected link. You go in there and you get to watch full and uncut reactions earlier than anyone else in the world gets to see them over there on our Patreon, and you get them full and you get them uncut. So we hope that you guys consider going over and checking that out. You get that and a bunch of other shows, podcasts, movie watches, backlogs of a bunch of other shows that we've done before, and you get them all for a pretty damn fair price. So we hope that you guys consider going over there and helping us keep the lights on. But if you can't do that, but you still want to help us out, you can do that by hitting the like and the subscribe. It always helps out, and we'll take them. We'll take any likes that we can get. We'll take any subs you can get. You know what I mean? Like we always got that tin cup hanging out, like waiting for those of you guys are kind enough to give them out. So we appreciate y'all for stopping by, and we will check y'all later.